Welcome to the Den. I am the Gothic Rose, and this is the dark entertainment network where shadows come to light. You can find me every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on TikTok with another dark tale, and you can catch up on Spotify and YouTube. If you have a story you'd like to share, please email me at welcometothedenpodcast@gmail.com. But right now, I am here with the daily dive at 5, and oh my, is there so much to unpack? Let's break it down. So yesterday was supposed to be the battle in the sky. That would be December 3rd, 2024. There was supposed to be a battle in the sky between humans and aliens that would have been visible, and this was predicted by a bot service back in 2009. And the indicator for this battle was through marking internet chatter and pinpointing the October 25th interview between Joe Rogan on his podcast and Donald Trump, and supposedly 39 days later, we were supposed to see aliens and humans fighting. It is now December 4th, 2024, and we have seen no such thing. Now, let's move on to the Canadian 51st state joke. So, Canadian Prime Minister went to Mar-a-Lago to visit President-elect Donald Trump to try to talk him out of these proposed tariffs. So, Trump then turned to Trudeau and said that if Canada couldn't handle the tariffs, it should become the 51st state. While Canadian officials have clarified that that was just a joke and not a serious proposal, there was reportedly, according to Fox News, nervous laughter at the table when Donald Trump made that joke. But remember, he tried to buy Greenland or trade it for Puerto Rico. Mexico's response to these potential tariffs have been, how do we say, well, multifaceted. Yeah. President Claudia Sheinbaum has warned that such tariffs would lead to increased inflation and job losses in both countries, emphasizing after the phone call they shared where Trump said she was closing the border completely and she corrected him and said, no, that is not what was said. She emphasized that Mexico has already taken significant steps to curb migration and drug trafficking, which are the primary concerns by Trump, and the strong stance from Mexico indicates a willingness to engage in tough negotiations and underscores the potential economic risks of a trade war between the two countries. And that brings us to China's tariffs, which they have imposed on minerals. And this is a concern among the global market, not just the United States market. So China's recent tariffs target several critical minerals that are essential for various industries. The minerals affected by this ban, because it is a 100% ban, include gallium, that is used in semiconductors and LEDs, germanium, important for fiber optics and infrared optics, antimony, utilized in flame retardants, batteries, and semiconductors, and super hard materials. These are used in cutting tools and abrasives. These minerals are considered dual-use items, meaning they have both civilian and military applications. This ban is part of an escalating trade war between China and the United States, with both countries imposing restrictions on each other's imports. And that brings us to still that side of the world with Japan and the steel tariffs. So Japan is also now facing all of these tariffs on their steel. And this is becoming very complex. So President-elect Donald Trump has vowed to block the sale of U.S. steel to the Japanese steelmaker Nippon Steel Corp. Trump's stance is that he wants to keep U.S. steel domestically owned and operated, and that he plans to use tax incentives and tariffs to achieve this. However, the response from the U.S. steelworkers is mixed. Some workers, particularly in Pittsburgh, where U.S. Steel employs about 3,500 people, support the sale to Nippon Steel. They believe that Nippon Steel's financial strength and commitment to invest $2.7 billion into U.S. Steel's facilities will secure jobs and improve the country's future. On the other hand, the United Steelworkers Union opposes the deal, fearing that it could jeopardize long-term employment and the local economy. Union leaders argue that Nippon Steel might not protect jobs in the long run and could import key components from Japan and China. It's getting interesting. And in New York City news, the CEO that was gunned down on the street. This, to me, is a very tragic story because UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson was fatally shot outside of the New York Hilton Midtown Hotel early Wednesday morning. Thompson, age 50, was attacked by a gunman who shot him in the chest and leg around 6:46 a.m. He was taken to Mount Sinai West Hospital, but unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. The shooting is being investigated as a possible targeted attack, with law enforcement sources indicating that the gunman fled the scene on foot dressed in black clothing. Thompson was set to address his company's annual investor meeting later that day, which was subsequently canceled due to the incident. This shocking event has left many in the business community and beyond mourning, as Thompson was a respected leader in the healthcare industry. And this is as we have so much upset in what may be happening with the Affordable Care Act. So I would like to leave you with a conspiracy theory. Please take this with a grain of salt. I don't encourage you to believe what I'm saying. I encourage you to think freely with what I'm saying and let me know what you think. But there are many who believe that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are secretly collaborating to tank the world's economy. The theory suggests that Musk's influence over social media and his control of key industries, combined with Trump's political power, are being used to manipulate markets and create economic chaos. The goal? To destabilize global economies and allow them to swoop in and buy up assets at rock bottom prices, ultimately consolidating their power and wealth. So this is purely speculative, but with everything that has gone on, with some of these whistleblowers coming forward saying that there may have been some sort of fraud going on during this election. There were these key indicators and all of these things. We don't know exactly what is true and what isn't. What we do know is that there is so much going on in the world, and I am here to bring it to you with a quickness. This is the Dark Entertainment Network. I am the Gothic Rose, and I will see you on the next episode.